everyone, welcome. You're watching Love Life. Happy Thursday evening or Friday morning, wherever you are in the world. I want to open up with a collective message today. And this deck that I'm shuffling with at the moment was actually given to me by my auntie. It belonged to my other auntie who passed away quite a few years ago now. And, it's people often say that tarot decks should be given to you. And look, I just want to say I believe that's just a myth. I actually believe that the tarot kind of chooses you. I mean, there's a funny story on how I got my first tarot deck, but I might share that another time. But this deck I feel really connected with. I haven't actually done a reading with this deck before, and I don't even know the name of it. I mean, if someone's watching, they might even know, oh, there's the Nine of Cups. But the imagery is very similar to the traditional Rider-Waite deck, but it didn't come in a box. It came wrapped in a special cloth, but I do feel a really nice energy with these cards. So I'm going to pull a collective message with them. But yeah, there's the back of them. So I don't know. It's a bit of a mystery what deck they're actually called, but I do very much capture the vibes of all the traditional Rider-Waite meaning. So we'll see what comes out. And I've actually pulled the devil out. There we go. The devil. Okay. Hi, Gina. I can see your name there. I'll be right with you. I'll just explain the collective message. And I've pulled out the devil card. Now, the devil's always appears normally in our lives to test us with something. And to be honest, most of us fail the first time around. But the devil's all about physical pleasures or tempting you to indulging something where you shouldn't. I mean, it can be as simple as eating that pasty that you saw, you shouldn't. But the energy of the devil has come out today to just remember, to remind you that things are always going to present themselves in life to test you and try and lure you in, whether that's drug and alcohol or food addictions or intimacy addictions, all that sort of stuff is what the devil represents. And then it always looks very tempting to start with, but it ends up enslaving you. And that's why, hence there's the imagery of the devil with the two in chains, and he's literally their puppet master. So there's the collective message for today. Hello, Gina. Thanks for joining me. What can I do for you this evening?
Hello, thank you. I have something on my mind, something that's coming up at the end of October that's really stressing me out, and I'm just wondering if
Mhm.
it is something that I should really worry about, or if it'll have a good resolution, or what the energies around that is.
Okay, Gina. Well, I'll give the cards a shuffle. I'm just reading with my auntie's deck at the moment. This is the first time I've ever read with them. We'll see what comes out, but I've also got my other deck here too, so I can pull a few cards from both, and we'll see what comes out here, what you need to know about this situation. All right,
Okay.
Gina. Okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Star. All right. So with the Seven of Wands here, that would signify I guess the worries and concerns that you might have around this, because Gina, it could be that other people have difference of opinion here, or have their beliefs on how you should be handling this situation or even responding to this situation, and that can be quite challenging for you. So you may be feeling a bit triggered between now and the end of October by the opinions of others. But what the Seven of Wands always does is remind you to really stand true to your values here on how you think this situation should be managed. The Page of Pentacles and the what came out next word, the Page of Wands. This would signify something relatively new that's presented itself. Okay, so something that you probably haven't dealt with before. I am picking up on a health issue potentially, but I'm also picking up on the fact that it's fairly recent and early in the stages. I mean, the King of Pentacles is here as well, which could signify, that could actually signify financial dilemmas as well, or financial accumulation of sorts. With the Star here, it is a sign of hope. Okay. So with the worries that this, has been giving you, I mean, it's normal to think about things and contemplate your options here. What I would be saying is your biggest challenges are going to be the opinions of other people on how to manage this situation. Listen to that little voice inside that you already know, and stand true to your values, because with the 2 pages here, again, this is signifying that people might be really well intended in trying to support you through this or give you advice. And the thing is that, being pages, they have all the great ideas in the world and good advice, but they really kind of suck at doing it themselves. Okay. It's a bit like do as I say, not as I do. So take that into consideration when you're making decisions. Okay. But overall, to answer your question, I would say do not give up hope. Okay. Let yourself feel what you need to feel. And if you're worried about it, let yourself process those emotions. I do see a good outcome with the King of Pentacles here and the Star here, and I see healing. Now, look here, the High Priestess has come out. She is here to tell you, even though things might not be obvious on the surface with this whole thing, go within, Gina, and listen. Again, I'm coming back to that. Listen to that inner voice that you already know inside, and try not to let the opinions of others or the what ifs kind of sway you away from what you kind of already know deep down. Because I am picking up that you are facing this with optimism, but it's that but stuff, you know what I mean? So the High Priestess is
Yeah.
here to tell you to really go within and trust your intuition on this situation. Trust yourself, because you already know. Okay. Now, would you like me to unpack that a little bit further, or did you have another question?
Uh, just does it seem like I'm on the right path right now of what I'm doing?
At the moment, I'd be saying yes. At the bottom of the deck, there is a need for you to heal, and I guess be mindful of your self-care. All right. So while you're going through all of this, I'm picking up this is a highly stressful situation. Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to say. With the Two of Wands next to it there, Gina, there's a need for you to prioritize your self-care. Reach out for support. Don't feel frightened to ask someone around you. Like the Two of Wands often signifies a partnership, progressing with something on it doesn't really matter what it is, but it could involve another person. And therein might even be where your challenges are lying here, because this person who is perhaps supporting you through all of this and is going to be the answer to helping you through this, maybe has different opinions, difference of opinion than what you do. Um, but the Strength card is here as well, and the Sun. I see things being okay. All right. You're strong, Gina. You definitely have the strength, the stamina, and the endurance to get through this. At times, it might feel like you're going to throw your arms in the air and just go bugger it all, but you won't. I feel that you're really going to dig deep, and you're going to persevere and push on with this. And with the Sun being here, there is hope. Okay, there's a good outcome. The Sun means healing, joy, self-actualization, warmth, passion, renewal, all that sort of stuff. It can also tap into the energy of children. And with the Magician here, Gina, again, coming back to your question, the power is really within your hands to manifest this outcome. It's going to be about, I mean, you've probably heard about the law of attraction stuff that, everything you're putting out there is literally manifesting to be your reality. And that's not far off. Okay. So the meaning of this card is very much about that. It's about that constructive realism theory, that where you're focusing all your energy and your thoughts is what's literally manifesting around you, and that's your reality. So while you're doing all of this, while you're going through this, remember to take some time out to focus on your self-care, nurture yourself. Okay. Be mindful of your stress levels, because that's where things can become really overwhelming, but you're going to be just fine. I do see a good outcome here. And the Three of Wands. Okay. The Three of Wands to me is about timing. Also, again, it's indication that others will be involved in this process. Okay, so they could be there to support you, or they could literally be part of the process itself. But again, I'm coming back to there's a partnership that's really going to be beneficial to you. Okay, you might have a clash of opinion, but I think if you can compromise and if you set any differences aside, that's really going to be beneficial for you. Okay. Um, yeah, so I've got a little bit of time left. Was there something else you wanted me to unpack here with this energy, or go a bit deeper, or something else?
I'm um there's a choice I have to make between one situation and another. Um, do you see me changing the first choice of my situation as being the best option?
Okay, let's have a look. So let's see what comes out with your first choice. The Four of Pentacles. So this could be about financial feasibility, but it's also about not opening up too much and not investing into something. Okay. So if that's related to your first choice, that's the energy of that. The second choice is Nine of Swords, which means not good. The Nine of
Not
Swords is a
good.
terrible card. Okay. It's about anxiety, worries, fears, concerns. Stick with your first choice, your initial gut feeling. Okay. It may require you to invest more than what you feel necessary, but at the same time, the High Priestess came out in your spread for a reason, to remind you to trust your intuition and always go with that initial gut feeling, because it's rarely wrong. Okay. I hope that was helpful. I do have to get going. Sorry, Gina. But I wish you all best with that situation, and just trust yourself and remember your self-care. Don't be afraid to ask for support, and any clashes of opinion, just try and compromise and push on, and it's going to be a good outcome. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Thank you everyone for watching. I will be back same time next week. Have a great weekend.